Katie from Nerd Church here. Time to give you a little bit of data about the dogma, with apologies to Dr. Dan McClellan for stealing and modifying his tagline beyond all recognition, but it's how I roll. I steal from the best. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about current Catholic religious practice, specifically my current Catholic religious practice, and how it relates to the Catholic norms of fasting. So, just kind of look at me as an example. Okay. So, the days of fasting and abstinence. Fasting in the Catholic understanding under the current, and I'm just talking about the current norms for Roman Catholics. If you don't know what a Roman Catholic is, or if you don't know any of the terms that I'm using, either drop a comment in the live stream, or go ahead and go back and find the video where I talked about this. So basically what I'm saying is, since I'm recording these videos ahead of time and posting them out of order, you are either benefiting from something that I will have done by the time you see it, but have not done at the time I am making this video, or you are having your behavior in your present, which is my future, influenced by your past, or rather by my current actions in my present, which is your past, which are going to influence my actions in my future. It's all very timey-wimey. So, as I'm saying, fasting and abstinence. Fasting in the Catholic Church, and here I am talking about the Roman Catholic Church in the United States of America, is that we are allowed, when we are fasting, to have one full meal a day, which can include meat. Meat is defined as the flesh of a the flesh of a mammal, or the flesh of a vertebrate that spends most of its a vertebrate that breathes air. Those are the current rules. They haven't always been the rules, but I've got a lot of videos about that. Just look at those. They already exist. It's not going to break the space-time continuum any more than we already have. Trust me. Okay. So, the point is, oh yeah, and yes, in Louisiana they can have alligator, and yes, back in the day it was birds and whatever. I'll talk about that in one of the videos. It will exist, I promise. It doesn't exist right now for me, but it will, I promise. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Okay. So we're talking about fasting, right? So you can have one full meal, which, according to the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, which I guess when these guys made up the rules, these were not men who enjoyed missing a meal. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so they define a full meal as soup, salad, an entree with an accompanying starch and 2 vegetables, and a dessert. Now, obviously, you are being abstemious because, you're only having one course instead of, you're leaving out the fish course and the cheese course. Yes, imagine. The fish course and the cheese. I mean, you could have a fish course, but then you can't have a meat course. And you can only have one kind of meat. Yes. Okay, we're talking about, Victorian and, 19th century, or I should rather say 19th century, because we're talking about America and not Britain, so it's 19th century. Here, the thing that made the difference was the Civil War and not whose butt was on the throne, but I digress. I do that a lot, forgive me. Okay, it's pain medication. I had surgery to remove my chemo port, which is the main reason why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, because otherwise I'll be sitting around not focusing on books and having weird dreams because I'll be listening to podcasts, and podcasts make me go to sleep, which is good and bad, but I digress again. Forgive me. Okay, so the point is fasting. We've got one full meal a day, which is again soup, salad, classic, American, meat, 2 veg, starch, right? And you get a dessert. Nice piece of cake. Life is good. Okay. And then you can have 2 other snacks that do not amount to a full meal. So this right here, let me see if I can get my lunch in the frame. Yes. This is an example of does not amount to a full meal. It's kind of what people will call a girl dinner. It's I've got an olive, I've got some salami, I'm doing pretty good. Now, I am trying to fast every day during Lent, which means that I'm probably not going to have meat with my dinner because I'm having meat today. I may not make my goal, but I'll try. I'm not cooking dinner tonight, so I'm not under control of things, and I'm just happy that I'm getting to princess around while I'm recovering. Okay, so where were we? Oh, yes. Okay, so I get 2 of these things a day. Now, that's not a particularly hard fast. And then, abstinence just means that you don't get the meat at all, right? So to sum up, fasting and abstinence, which are required on every Friday during Lent, and on Ash Wednesday, and on Good Friday. Good Friday is not during Lent. Good Friday is from the Triduum.